job right there. You know what I'm saying? On falls, nigga. Zoom in on the tires, nigga. You see what's up. Where your room at, boy?